Who's ready for a LuchaDoors match? Hey, you know what? I'm gonna announce this one. Let's do it. First, from Germania, from Lucha, Germania, Paraguay, with 350 pounds, the evil, the demonic, MEDICO Doors.
Well, I tell you what, I'm sure getting tired of hearing the same theme song again and again and again. For the third time on this show, representing Los Medicos, this is Medico's Dope. And Seraphis may be the master of the Doors match, but he will have his work cut out for him against the powerhouse of Los Medicos.
Well, Tempest, lots of people had said he's the most devastating member in the faction of Los Medicos under Doc Zok's reign of terror here. His stranglehold that he's had on Demand Lucha for the past several years. A lot of people seem to think that when Medico Dos was taken out of the equation, that's what ended that historic tag team title reign of Los Medicos. But tonight, Medicos numero dos, wants to set the record straight. He wants to earn his keep, so to speak, for Doc Zok, and he's in there tonight against one of the most devastating competitors in Demand Lucha, the mighty Seraphis, the master of the LuchaDoors.
Well, right you are, Chris. Again, we have seen to this point in the show what a united front Los Medicos have been, and so far, not having the other members of the unit at ringside during our first two matches hasn't seemed to play much of a role. However, as we continue on and get closer and closer to tonight's loser leave town match, it becomes that much more important for momentum to remain on the side of Los Medicos. And perhaps the biggest risk at that momentum remaining intact will come in this particular Doors match, this LuchaDoors match between the Medico Dos and Seraphis. I don't envy Seraphis whatsoever if the task for the evening, the only manner of business on his checklist, is putting that man right there through a door.
And his opponent, weighing 301 pounds, from the seventh circle of the deep, the mighty Seraphis.
Well, Tempest, I think that maybe the mighty Seraphis had forgotten something. Complete in hand, he comes bearing gifts here at a very merry Lucha Christmas. He's got the LuchaDoors in hand, the master of the LuchaDoors himself, and we're about to see a big old hoss fight.
Well, this is a very merry Lucha Christmas, and this is a very merry Lucha Seraphis. He's come dressed for the occasion, and he, of course, is more experienced than anyone on the Demand Lucha roster at the Doors match. So, of course, it comes as no surprise that he would go and come dressed for the occasion and equipped for the occasion, bringing the LuchaDor to the LuchaDor match.
Bell has sounded. We are underway here, and it's an intense stare down between two of the biggest competitors in the history of Demand Lucha.
I would hate to know what is going on behind any of those two sets of eyes right now. Seraphis getting the people behind him.
Well, it's interesting for Seraphis. He's someone that's earned the respect here of fans that demand Lucha in Toronto over the years, just time and time again with his performance. About as tough as they come.
And again, MEDICO's Dos has not moved since Seraphis has gotten into the ring. But now comes charging in like a bull into the corner. Oh, Seraphis has immediately been taken off of his game.
Often, Tempest, we talk about how sick and twisted the members of Los Medicos are, but Medicos number two, he's a special kind. He's a special breed here. He's one of the most demented, the most deranged here under El Doctor.
Not only does he have the mind for it, but he's got the body weight to really throw it around. He's got the kind of body weight that can really hurt someone, because he is the type of individual that knows how to hurt people, and he's got the unit to back it up.
Big time shoulder block knocked the mighty Seraphis out of the ring, the original Seraphis. His spirited form has reformed here in Demand Lucha, and ever since he's been back, he's been against some of the toughest that Demand Lucha have lined up. He started at the bottom, and it's literally been a bull on parade. And there you see that steel chair across the back of Los Medicos, and because it's a LuchaDoors match, technically all doors legal. I don't know about chairs, but in Demand Lucha, we definitely have relaxed rules, especially when you get an official like Ken Kensington calling this one.
Absolutely. Nobody wants to see a LuchaDoors match ended with anything less than a pile of splintered wood. I do have to go back to Seraphis and Los Medicos Dos here. How often do you say Seraphis goes into one of these matches as the underdog, as the man that is outweighed by his opponent? There's a special kind of strategy that needs to go into these matches, and it's very different today on the part of Seraphis.
This match has certainly taken its toll on both men early on, just toe-to-toe brutality. And what a night it's going to be here at a very Merry Lucha Christmas. We'd like to see nothing more than Seraphis put Medico Numero Dos through one of those tables. Might have found an opening here. Medico Dos is heading for that back door.
He might be looking for the exit, and I can't exactly blame him. I wouldn't want to be stalked by a mad, mountainous monster of a man like Seraphis, who takes that strap and uses it against Medicos Dos.
We're going to go to all four corners of the building here at the beautiful Parkdale Hall. Jam-packed here. Standing room only here for a very Merry Lucha Christmas. Do not miss the next great presentation for Demand Lucha. It truly is a happening here in downtown Toronto. It's a pleasure to be back here with you, which seems like a yearly event, an annual thing here for you, Tempest, every Christmas joining us here at Demand Lucha.
Well, it is my pleasure, and again, these men showing why every seat in Parkdale Hall is a front row seat, giving you all the more reason to come in and see each of our shows with Demand Lucha. You can get up close and personal, while a crazed Medicos is taking a chair to our dear friend Seraphis. Now, if Seraphis wants to get this match back in his corner, he will probably want to get this match back in the ring where his provided luchador is already waiting.
Well, normally we'd have what we call the plancha zone here at Demand Lucha, but when you got these two big brutes in there, there's no planchas, there's no somersault tornillos, there's no tope con hilos coming out of these two guys.
There's a hell of a commotion now.
With the pizza cutter. I don't know how sanitary that is. And we still have lots of pizza to serve here at Parkdale Hall.
I'd hate to see the kind of force that would need to be used to get a pizza cutter to cut through not only flesh, but the masks of both of these men.
Seraphis absolutely ruthless there with the pizza cutter. Up by the front entry door here at Parkdale Hall, the referee has clearly lost control of these two. It's going to be hard to get them back inside the squared circle. Now we've got the tongs. I think it's safe to say that pizza is off the menu for the rest of the night here.
You certainly want to wash those things before you use them again. I'd hate to know what Seraphis has in mind here. Oh, no.
Well,
Only
we got
the wildest imagination could have thought up something so cruel.
I was going to say we got pizza, but we have no pasta, but we do have meatballs there. You see with the tongs on Seraphis. And, you know, they used to have that on Fear Factor when people eat bull balls. I don't know about that, Tempest.
Oh, I'm very familiar.
I would need it.
I wouldn't need anything served with those tongs nowadays. But Seraphis has made his way back to the ring. Although Los Medicos Dos still out by the merch stand. Still a great deal of separation now.
You'd have to imagine if Medicos Dos lost this match, El Doctor would withhold meals. He wouldn't be able to feed, he wouldn't be able to eat at all. And you know Medicos Dos would not like that.
No, of course.
Oh! Whipping the bull here.
Goodness me.
In the front row.
I mean, you know it. You'll start to see the welts rising up on the back of Seraphis. And now the strap around the throat. Medicos Dos just carrying Seraphis around ringside. Of course, the fallout of this match and the results of whatever happens, the Medicos Dos will be very reliant on what happens in our match later on tonight between Lucha Freddie Mercurio, and the good doctor himself. Oh! Medicos Dos accidentally chops the ring post. He might have a broken hand.
Miscalculation from Medicos Dos, and he paid the price. Seraphis saw an opening. He's going to take it right here, encouraging the fans at Parkdale Hall to join in.
Now the fans getting in on the damage being done to Medicos Dos.
Involuntary high fives here. I'm sure Medicos Dos just hates that.
Oh, he's a deeply disturbed man. I'm sure he hates high fives of all nature.
Backing the bull against the ring post. Medicos Dos in control. He seems quite pleased with himself here.
Oh, he looks ready. Looks ready to sandwich Seraphis between the ring post. Oh no, he wipes himself out. Medicos Dos bouncing right off of the square ring post. And Seraphis now, he looks under the ring. The master of the doors match may finally now be looking to enter his element.
Chairs into the ring now. And you know there's more doors under there. And I'm sure that's what Seraphis is looking for, and he has it.
The ring quickly filling up with potpourri, the kind that you would only see here in Demand Lucha in a LuchaDoors match. We got a pair of doors and a pair of chairs, and I'd hate to see what kind of creative mind comes up with what to do with all that furniture.
There's going to be a serious price to pay. And the interesting thing about this match is Seraphis took it just because he likes a good fight. He's not involved with El Doctor Zoknov at Demand Lucha. He just likes a good challenge.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
10 count here from the fans at Parkdale Hall. And I'm sure the bells are ringing ahead of Christmas time for Medicos Dos.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if there were still bells ringing in his head from when he went bouncing off of that ring post. Medicos Dos has not been the same ever since then.
You can see that door getting propped into the ring. Happy birthday. That's what Frosty would say when he would come to life, when he puts that top hat on. But I don't think that Seraphis is looking to celebrate any festive times here at Parkdale Hall. He's propped that door between those two chairs, and I'm sure he'd like to end it all right here for Medicos Dos.
Medicos immediately backing Seraphis up.
Oh no!
Oh no! A hell of an uppercut sends Seraphis reeling backwards and through the door itself.
Just too much mass of humanity, but it's not going to stop Medicos Dos. If he takes flight, it'll be over for the bull here. The mighty Seraphis is going to be put away.
Oh, and he moves out of the way. Medicos Dos bouncing out of the wreckage of the first door.
Luckily for Seraphis, he still has one more door. The master of the LuchaDoors might be moments away from securing victory here once again at Parkdale Hall. I'm sure he would like nothing better than to start the 2025 calendar year with a big-time victory over El Doctor and one of his minions.
Seraphis raising Medico's Dos up to his feet. Look to get him up on top, and a fireman's carry. He could be looking for a Death Valley driver through the door.
Pure power from the mighty Seraphis. Will it be enough here as he tries to drag Medico's Dos back to the center of the ring? Wow.
Still, your undisputed master of the doors match, Seraphis.
The master of the LuchaDoors, the mighty Seraphis.
Well, that's one that's going to get the people off their feet. Seraphis walks away with a big W, and it is perhaps really the first time tonight that we have seen Los Medico walk to the back with their head held down. How that will impact the rest of our night still remains unclear. But for now, Seraphis has put an end to the momentum held by Los Medicos. The master of the Luchador, then, now, and always.